Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Advice with Prince. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today I'm talking to producer, coach, mentor, and actor Rockey Black. Hey, Rockey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good, Prince. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for coming on. I had
No problem, man.
Yeah, I had your wife on a couple weeks ago, and I told her I want to talk.
Okay, yeah.
I want to talk to Rockey too, so I got you. So,
Right. Oh, that's cool.
So thank you.
Yep. She does a better interview, so.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see. So, how has quarantine been for you?
Well, I mean, it's been good. You know, I had the virus. I was one of the first cases in Michigan, so I had actually got it back in March.
Oh.
Yeah, yep, yep. So, you know, thank God I didn't have to be in the hospital. It lasted a little bit longer than expected, but I got through it, and hey, thank God I'm still here.
Yeah, you're here. I'm glad you're here. That's incredible.
Yep, and
So quarantine, I guess, you've been kind of relaxed, basically.
Oh yeah, yep, and just taking care of business. You know, we shot another movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I want to get to that. For people that don't know, you are a producer, a director. You act as well. You do a whole lot of stuff. But as far as producing, what's your favorite part of that?
Putting the project together, finding the script, and then putting the team together, and then casting the actors. That's like I never knew I would do that, but I started off as an actor, and then I got into producing because I feel like that was part of my calling. And so the producing part, I love acting, but as you can see, I'm in our movies once in a while because it just depends on if it calls for actor, like me. So
yeah,
I don't mind if I'm not in it. I do, I love producing. I love putting the project together and seeing them come to life.
Like, what's a day on set like for you as a producer?
Just making sure we get started on time. Making sure everyone gets there and we get started on time, and just keeping on time. Because in independent filmmaking, it's whereas a Hollywood film, you may do like a page a day, and we're doing like probably 12 to 15 pages a day.
Uh-huh.
So that we got to be even more prepared.
Yes.
So So they have 30, 60, 90 days to film. We have like 10 to 16 days to film.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like you got a week to do it, and you got especially when you got people flying in for scenes and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we love to do. We everyone that comes on our set, even if we worked with you one time, it's family. We like to encourage family atmosphere, and so we have a great time, but we get the job done.
Yeah, and also family. You work with your family. You and your wife work together. Blacksmith Enterprises.
Yes.
So you got partners in every aspect of that word. So how is it going to work and then come back home and spending the whole day together?
I mean, it's fun because, you know, we love each other and we have the same goals. You know, we have our moments where, you know, she's the artist, so she writes and directs, and I'm the producer. So it's about, you know, getting stuff done in a timely manner and just making sure, you know, it's the best situation for the project. Where she's an artist and she's gonna fight for what she wants. So, you know, we go back and forth, but at the end of the day, you know, God, you know, works it out. We know that we're doing this for the right reason. And then we, you know, you see the end result. So
yeah, because like you said, time is money, so you gotta make sure that you're keeping the schedule, keeping on schedule at all times. Yeah, I get it. Gotta make sure everything is good and together. But yeah, talking about independent filmmaking, like you said earlier, Hollywood they have a whole lot of money, where independent film might have less than a quarter of that budget. So, how is it working in that field when you don't have a whole lot of money, but there's still great content that you want to put out?
Yeah, well, I think that for one, Hollywood, you know, I think their budgets are crazy. You know, I've been on a few Hollywood sets, worked on them, and so I see the way they spend money. So, you know, besides the part where taking more time to perfect the craft, I get that, but they spend so much money. Just like on craft services, they spend tons of money on that alone. And then also they take too much time, but I ain't mad at them. I mean, they got the time, they got the budget, and they want to, you know, take that extra time to make sure it's right. So it's just that with me, if I had, you know, a $30 million budget movie, $50 million, I mean, they would probably have to tell me like, hey man, you got to spend all that because I'm thinking like, you know, what do we need all that money for? You know, if I'm making sure I'm paying the actors good and my crew good, you know, and that's the other thing, you know, when you get into Hollywood films, you know, you do get into the union stuff, which is, you know, it costs a lot more. So
you got time constraints and all of that. So it's a big difference in Hollywood. But yeah, and then also you guys do faith-based film. You actually pick stories that you believe that will resonate with the audience, and not just a film that's going to talk a little bit about that, like how your process.
Well, yeah, so you know, we you know, it's just whatever God moves in our heart, you know, in our spirit you know, to bring to life. And I mean, an example is I had a guy hit me up yesterday and watched the movie. I really didn't think he'd probably watch it. He's not really a spiritual guy like that, but it's the way he told me the movie like pretty much impacted him, moved in him, and how he would start forgiving some of the people that his haters and all that. That's what we want out of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's I want to, you know, get into you know, we have our Christians, people that's already saved. I'm trying to get to the people that's not saved, and when they see this message, they're like, "Whoa, I need to change." And that's what we be seeing, and it's amazing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, exactly. I get it, because sometimes films can be a little preachy, and that can turn off people. So you have to be careful.
Yep. We just did a. Our movie Turn of the Cheek was about forgiveness, but it's this family going the extra, what families normally don't do to forgive someone who killed their son, so, and so we do stories like that. The new movie I just did, Dear Future Husband, that's about a woman who goes through a few different husbands and different things, drama, all that, stuff. And then when she finds out, I don't want to give away the movie, but it's a message behind why she has so many men. And when she figured it out,
it's like,
she was blessed with her future husband.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need to do such and such in order to, go on. But like, okay.
To get your.
Okay, exactly. So as an actor, how do you feel going on set? Is that something that you love, or what is it about acting for you?
No, acting. Acting was my first. Now here's the thing: I never knew I was gonna be an actor until I went to an open call audition for the movie 8 Mile, and I didn't even think I was gonna get picked. I mean, the way it all happened was really. It was meant to be. Got a small role, but then once I was on there, and I was more intrigued by watching the director and them, direct the movie, stuff like that. And after that, I was like, you know what? I want to do this.
Okay.
So, but acting though, I love to, I love to bring something to life, and hopefully, I've studied the character enough where I'm real with it and bring it to life, So.
So Royal Pride, you kind of play yourself in a way.
Yeah.
You play a coach, because you are a basketball coach.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So how is it playing a character like Rocky?
Right. Because it's basically, loosely based on a true story about, my life with the AAU program. And so now you figure it would be easy because it's basically me.
Yeah.
But I think that for me, it's about, you still got to remember lines.
Exactly.
Because you got to try to stick to those lines, because there's so many different shots that they're getting. So that's probably the biggest challenge for me, because my memory is good. It's not great. So when I talk about I study. I mean, I had it in what I do is, and I was a main role, so I was in almost every scene. So I put everything on my phone, and I'd have my earplugs in all throughout the day, and I'd just be listening to it, going over my lines. Because once you get your lines down, then it's about bringing that character to life. The scenery, whatever the scene calls for. You got to bring that to life. So I feel like it's a lot easier when you know your lines, because then you're not nervous or anything.
Yeah.
And it just makes it a lot easier. If you can act, it makes it a lot easier. So that's my
approach.
My thing is, my approach is I have to study, because other than that, if I don't, then I get a little nervous. So. Yeah.
And then also something cool that happened is you got to act with your son. How was that?
Yes. Oh, that was a dream come true. Dre, we feel like he's a natural, but it's not like something he wants to do. But he just did it just because we was interested in him doing it. We thought he could play the part. He's never been like, oh, I want to act, but he, to me, he's pretty natural at it. So, but when he does, he takes it serious, and he's ready when the day comes. So, we never really, I'm not going to say we didn't interact, because we did, because I was his coach, but he really played that character really well, because that's different than the way he was raised as a basketball player.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but he did get to see, because the dad, he really meant well. It's his approach. He was wrong with his approach. You know, he was trying to live through his dad, and I mean through his son, and that's something I never did with my son. I played basketball all my life, but I never tried to live through my son.
Exactly. What are four things that people should know about life? 4 things
about life?
Yeah.
Well, to me, I think, you know, if you know God and you put him first, it makes life easier for you. You know, I think that you, after that, I think your communication skills need to be huge, you know, in order to me, have an easier life and being able to deal with other people in business and your family and your marriage, your relationship with your kids. That communication has to be there. You know, be a generous person. I think you need to be generous with people. Don't always put yourself first. You know, we're finding that a lot more today, as a lot of people are selfish. You know, and we all could be selfish, but some are very selfish. And then they're not always happy in life when things always go wrong. And then, you know, to me, you know, I show a lot of love. You know, show a lot of love for people. You know, just like God loved us. You know, we need to. You know, also definitely, and knowing how to forgive.
Yeah.
You know, that love and forgive to me is, you know, I would put that together since you said 4, forgiving. You know, forgiving people, because, you know, we have a Lord and Savior who, you know, forgives us all the time.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
so that's and that's what Turning the Cheek is about. You know, so definitely those are, you know, things that I always think about, and I think because I practice that for the most part, I think everything's pretty good for me.
Exactly. And also, you have your own youth program for you.
Yes, the Michigan Warriors.
Yes. So talk a little bit about that before we go.
It's you know, we've been around 21 years, and it's just about, you know, I started it because there was people that helped me out growing up. I didn't have a dad, you know, so there was people that helped me out growing up, and so I wanted, you know, God put it in my heart, my spirit to help kids out. So started a program with my father-in-law. My 2 brother-in-laws were real young, and so we started it. We started out with 1 team, and then now we're up to like 9 to 12 teams per year. And you know, that's like Warrior Pride. It's I always wanted to do. You know, I always mess with my wife about writing a story about my program, and she surprised me with it. And you know, it's kind of like, you know, Coach Carter or The Blind Side. That's the way my program's about. I always put the kids first.
Yeah.
You know, and no matter what, the kids come before everybody, you know, with the program. So, but it's been a lot of, you know, great years, fun. Sometimes it's stressful because you're dealing with parents that don't understand, and you're dealing with kids who think they're better than what they are, you know, want to jump ship or something. So, you know, it's just, you know, you're not going to win everybody over, but you try to win as many as you can and get them on the right track. I think we, you know, overall, thank God, we've done a pretty good job with it.
Yeah, well, you know, from what I can see, you guys are doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Yes. So you guys don't forget you can watch Warrior Pride Plus, Turn of the Cheek on Amazon Prime. Well,
yes.
It's on Prime.
Tubi. So with Warrior Pride, we got I Am My Sister's Keeper, Warrior Pride. They're both on Tubi on Amazon and Amazon Prime. And then Turn of the Cheek is on Amazon Prime because it's not on Tubi because we just did a deal with Urban Flix. So Urban Flix is like Netflix, and it's a subscription based like Netflix.
Cool.
So yeah, so that comes out. It should be coming out any day now, like sometime this week. Yeah, on Urban Flix. Yeah.
So we'll watch Warrior Pride on Urban Flix. Everything else is on Tubi and Amazon Prime. How can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram. My Facebook is Rockey Black, which is Rockey Black, like the color black. And then, so that's how you can find me. And if you follow me, you can find out everything we're doing. We have, like I said, we have another movie that just got done. It's in the final stages of editing. That's called Dear Future Husband. And then we're gearing up for Lord willing 2 to 3 films next year.
Okay, you got a lot going on.
All right.
Don't forget to follow Rockey and go watch all his films. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you. I will see you next week.
Passion, romance, sex, sin, pain, and death. Love unexpected. When you think you know your partner, think again.
Everyone has a path they must choose. For Kai, it's true love or the life she's always known. Lies, deceit, money, and murder. Against the Grain by Kimberly Kiss. Would you go against the grain?